Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the color of the cyan flower in different colored lights. So let's talk about the white light first. So white light is made up of three different colors: red, blue and green. Now cyan flower is made up of pigments that absorbs red color. It is because when white light falls on it, these pigments, they absorb the red color, so the red color is not seen in the reflected light. So in the reflected light you have two colors, one is blue, another is green, so they both combine together to form cyan light which enters your eye. So cyan pigments, they are capable of absorbing red color. So in white light, cyan flower appears cyan. It is because they absorb red color and both the other colors, they are getting reflected, and that's why you get the cyan color, right? And we might also recall that cyan is made up of blue and green light. So if you look at the pattern, that cyan color or the cyan pigments, they are going to actually absorb its complementary color, so red. So cyan pigments are always going to absorb red color. If we impart, say, green light to it, these cyan pigments, they only absorb red color, so they are not going to absorb the green color. So the green color is entirely reflected and comes to our eye, so it appears green to us. So in green light, the cyan flower appears green because green is reflected and finally coming to our eyes. Fine. Let's impart a red color light on it. So we know that the cyan pigments, they absorb red color. So all the red color is going to get absorbed. No light is going to come to our eye. So you will appear this flower will appear to you as black. So the cyan flower in red light appears black. Okay. If you impart blue light, the cyan pigments, as discussed earlier, they only absorb red color. They do not absorb blue and green color. So this blue light is not going to get absorbed. So entirely the blue light is going to get reflected and finally reaching our eye. So you will feel that this cyan rose appears blue in color in blue light. If we impart, say, yellow light on it, now yellow light or yellow color is a secondary color. Now yellow color is made up of red and green. So we may also understand that red and green light together are falling on the cyan flower instead of yellow, and now these pigments, they are capable of absorbing red color. So red color gets absorbed, green does not get absorbed, so the green color appears in the reflected light and enters our eye. So we see or we perceive the color of the cyan rose as green because green is there in the reflected light. So the cyan flower in yellow light appears green. Okay, and if we impart, say, magenta color, so magenta is made up of red and blue. So we may also consider that red and blue light are together coming. Now what happens? These pigments, they are only going to absorb red color. So the red color gets absorbed and the blue color doesn't get absorbed, and hence in reflected ray it appears, or in reflected light it appears and finally reaches our eye. So we perceive blue color of the cyan rose in magenta light. Now instead, the last light, which is the cyan light, so if we impart cyan light on it, and cyan is again made up of blue and green, So we may also consider that blue and green are combinedly falling on the cyan rose. Now what happens is, these pigments, they are only going to absorb red color, which is missing over here. So both of these light are going to get reflected, and both of them are going to appear in the reflected light and finally reaching our eye. So these two are combinedly giving the effect of cyan color. So the cyan color is made up of blue and green. None of them are going to get absorbed. Both of them, they are going to get reflected and finally reaching our eye. So we perceive the cyan rose as cyan in cyan light.